What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back for another unboxing video. And in today's video, what I have in this box is a game changer for your 6-inch action figures. That's right, you heard me correct. I said a game changer because I'm telling you, this is awesome. But I'm not telling you the whole truth right now because it actually didn't come in this box. It actually came in this bag. But it's just a bag. And you think to yourself, wait a minute, what could be in this bag that's going to game change my 6-inch action figures? Well, let me tell you, first and foremost, this comes from Marauder gun runners. And if you've never dealt with them, you're missing out because they have some awesome stuff. So let's get this thing opened up and I'll show you what's in the bag. And then we'll take a closer look at a few items. I actually ran across this company a couple years ago down at Jolana. And actually, after I left the con, I actually ordered some of their stuff. And I've been a huge fan ever since. And then I saw that this was available, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to order this. I'm telling you right now, these padded envelopes, they're boogers. All right, let's get some stuff out. Don't need that. Ooh, we got packaging. All right, we get this out. We got the packing slip. All right, so this is the Marauder 1/12 scale Series 2. Complete set of weapons and accessories. Yeah. So, let's take a look. And actually, I do advise this. If you order from them, get 2 sets. If I remember right on this version, there's like 10 or 11 items per set. The cost on them is, if I remember correctly, 20 bucks. So it's not terrible. It's not a terrible price. I don't know what this is. Hey, but so we got 2 sets right there. So let's get them out of these bags here, and I will be doing some more close-ups. I'm not going to open up both sets because they are identical, but I just wanted to show you roughly how they come. So this is the first weapon. It's a sniper weapon. And we've got a bipod, we got a scope, and we got a magazine that comes with it. It's very, very cool. We also have what appears to be, it might be, I don't think it's an MP3, but we got this weapon right there with a detachable magazine. Very nice. Not sure what this weapon is, but right there. Every one of their weapons has detachable magazines, which I think is a nice little touch. There's that weapon right there. Once again, detachable. We also have like a little machine pistol. This one actually comes with a magazine and a silencer, which right there, very nice. And now we got an assortment right here of, so we got a shotgun and we got 3 pistols right there, which is amazing. It also has a optical sight, a foregrip, and a silencer, it looks like, for one of the pistols. So, boom, right there. But yeah, these are cool. So I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to get them out and I'm just going to sort of display them, and I'll lay them all out and I'll show you each individual set sort of laid out so you can see a more up close and personal look at each weapon. Oh, I forgot. It also comes with a long katana right there with the sheath, and another katana with the sheath right there. So we got 2 katanas. Very cool. So this is what you get. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You get 8 packs. Weapons wise, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 weapons. 11 weapons and their accessories. But let me get things laid out, and I will be right back, and we'll take a closer look at these awesome accessories. All right, everybody, so here's an overview of all 11 weapons, and I'm just telling you right now, they're so cool. Let's come up here to the sniper rifle right there. I mean, look at the detail in this weapon. There's the bolt action, detachable magazine, scope, bipod. Moving on over, once again, nice weapon. The stock does not fold, by the way. Detachable magazine on this one. Every one of them have detachable magazines, which I think is great. This is the pack right here that had all the weapons in it. So we're going to start out with the shotgun right there. We got our 3 pistols, the optical sight, and the foregrip, I do believe, will be going into the shotgun. We got our katanas. Very cool. Look at the detail. Got a large and a small katana. I need to double check, but I think the sheaths may be a little thick when you have it in a figure's hand. We'll definitely put some with some figures and show them off here in a minute. Here's the little machine pistol. Again, detachable magazine and a silencer. And we got this weapon right here. Detachable mag and a silencer. But look at the detail in this weapon. How cool is this? It's amazing. But I dig them. I dig them a lot. Very cool. So I tell you what, guys. Let me get the camera flip back around, and we'll look at these a little closer with an action figure. All right, so we've seen the weapons. So now let's think about this as far as an action figure. And I've got a couple of them. First figure I wanted to take a look at is the new Cable figure. And as we all know, the weapon that comes with it, I mean, it's a cool looking weapon, but to me, it's big. It's almost too big for the figure, but I mean, scale-wise, most figures, like with the new G.I. Joes and stuff like that, a lot of times the weapons are sort of out of scale. And if we think about it from a kid's perspective, it doesn't really matter. But for adult collectors, especially if you want to do photography, you sort of want to be realistic, in my opinion. But, yeah, I mean, Cable's weapon looks great. I mean, it's got a lot of detail to it. It's the brown stock. I mean, it's great. There's some things about this weapon. Let me get him out of his hand. There are some things about this weapon I like. The brown stock I really like. And if we take a look at, let's take a look at this weapon right here. I mean, it's all black, which, okay, a lot of these weapons will be. You guys have heard me say this before, contrasting colors, you know, like a little silver, something like that. That's what I liked about this one. We had the brown stock, we had this cloth wrap. It gave it a little bit of contrast. But look at the size, all right? So if we take this weapon, and again, we have the, let me get it off here. We have the detachable magazine well. Fits right up in there like that. All right, let's see how this thing looks in his hand now. So now, look at the perspective of realism in scale to the figure. So if we flip it around, now it looks a lot more, for lack of a better word, realistic. I mean, it just does. So let me get his other hand on here. That way we simulate him actually holding it. And also with these weapons from Marauder, they actually, another cool thing I like about them, a lot of the times the trigger hands are really, really tight, but for the most part, these all fit very good in the action figure's hands, for the most part. I've not ran into too many issues, and I've even used these weapons with stormtroopers. All right, taking his cape off. That cape's working my nerve. It's getting in the way. It's getting in the way, people. All right, get his trigger finger in there. Get that hand over there a little bit more. All right, get his head down. So check this out right here. Look how much more realistic this looks compared to this. I mean, I'm sorry. I love these things. And, you know, I bought these. You know, they didn't send these to me for free or nothing like that. I bought these because I wanted them. But like I said, the size differences. Grab this weapon right here. We'll get the magazine. This one actually has the magazine towards the rear, like that. Boom. So this one might be a little bit different. I don't know what all we might be able to achieve with this one. But the thing I like about this one, we have this open hand grip right here. So that makes it a lot easier to actually get it in the actual hand of the figure. But, I mean, look at this. Look how cool that is. That is awesome right there. I'm just saying. I love these things. Now, with this particular weapon here, it is definitely going to be a lot harder to do a double grip. Let me see if I can manipulate it a little bit. Yeah, this one will be a little bit harder, but hang on, I think I got it. Oh, maybe. I might have it. And I wanted you to see me actually putting these things on just to demonstrate either the complexity or the hardness of it. So this one's a little bit more difficult. You'd have to actually really manipulate this one, but that's okay. And it's because of the way it's designed. I mean, you got everything back here and got a very short foregrip. No big deal. So let's grab the old shotgun here. And I was correct. There's a small pinhole right here. And the foregrip actually pins in. Now, just like that. Perfect. Perfect every time. Let's get him locked in. Right there. And his vest actually does sort of get in the way, but not terrible. But, yeah, here we go. Let me get that straightened out. Right there. Boom. It's not beautiful, but you get the gist of what we're doing. Now, the one thing I will recommend, if you buy these, when you store them, and I'll show you later in the video how I store them, but I highly recommend keeping the magazines in them. I just do. It makes it a little bit easier to store things. Now, this one right here, the beautiful detail about this, it actually has like a little serrated edge right here in the center, which is like a spring or a spring look. Let's get this magazine in. So there's the way it looks with its magazine. Take our figure, pop him in. Again, and I wanted to use this figure because of the fact of this vest, and I knew that the vest would hinder a little bit of the actual articulation, and I wanted to see how well it did. But right now, I'm actually pleasantly surprised with the way this is doing. So guys, this is just wicked cool, wicked cool. As far as the Katanas go, let's do this real quick. You know what? We're not going to use him for the Katanas. We're going to use this figure for the Katanas because I wanted to compare what came with Snake Eyes. All right, so we all know Snake Eyes, which this is awesome. I love this sheath, how it pins. I love the blade that comes with it. It's awesome. I have no complaints whatsoever with this figure and its weapons. But here's the thing. Blade's all black. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But you have a very dark figure. And when you put a black blade in his hand and his arm, you have some contrasting issues. So we're going to put these Katanas in his hand here. Now, the thing I do like is the length right here. And that length in the handle should allow him to really get some good double-handed poses, which will look great. Right there. I mean, look, and it's so, it just fits so perfect. But let's throw this other blade in this hand. So, right there, we got the silver blades, and it really complements the overall look of the figure with the silver blades. But what I was wondering about was the actual sheath. Now, the sheaths don't come with any kind of pegging or anything like that you can actually use, but I will tell you this, they're soft, and I like that. I do like the fact that it's a softer material, but I wanted to see how well it looks in his hand, and honestly, I think it looks pretty good. The hole might be what throws me off because it looks a little large, but the overall look of the sheath compared to the figure, I think it looks pretty good. I dig it. And that's something cool. You could pose him, and you could still have him with this sword on his back, and you could have some fun with it. You could have some fun with it. But there you go. So I tell you what, guys, I'll be right back because I want to show you how I store these because I think that's just as important as actually the weapon. So I'll be right back. All right. So they come in these Ziploc bags, which I think is great. But the way I choose to store these weapons are in one of these storage boxes. And typically what I'll do is I'll leave them in the Ziploc bag and put them actually in the box. So as you can see right here, that's the way I've got mine stored. Let me take this piece of paper out. This is actually version 1. I really like these because these came almost like desert camo. Very good colors, very good complementing colors because let me show you an example. If we took and put this weapon in this hand, or you know what, I'm not even going to put the weapon, I'm not even going to compare the weapons. I want you to see the actual figure with the weapon completely set up. So let's see if I can get him to hold this one properly. And I usually start with the foregrip first before I put the trigger hand on because I find the trigger hand is actually somewhat easier to manipulate. Somewhat. It actually does depend on the figure. It really does depend on the figure. So let's get that thumb up right there. All right, it's not perfect, but the contrasting color looks really good with this cable figure, I think. That's a very good contrasting color. But yeah, so Marauder, Gun Runners, I'll definitely put the links and stuff in the description to their website and stuff like that. I'm not for sure. They actually have multiple accessories and weapons, and it's not just for 6-inch figures either. I think they actually have weapons for 3 3/4. But yeah, they're awesome. I really like this company. Like I said, the first batch of weapons I got from them, I truly loved. There's the katana right there in the actual sheath. That is a tight fit, which I like, because that way they don't pop out. So, but yeah, if you actually do get some of these, like I said earlier, get 2 sets or more. Like I said, I'm not making anything off this video. I'm just saying from my experience. They do have shipping delays right now because of everything that's going on in the world. So if you're going to order, I've just found that it's easier to order 2 sets. They're the same weapons, but I mean, if you're doing G.I. Joes right now, there's Cobra Troopers and Red Ninjas. I mean, you don't want to have just 2 katanas. You want to have 4. Because if you got, 2 figures, that way they've all got katanas. But I do highly recommend when you get these to actually store them in one of these actual storage boxes. Makes it so much easier. And what I'm going to do with mine is I'm going to keep using the same box. In other words, I'm not going to get another box to put these in. I'm going to put these in with that box. So you can get a lot of weapons in one of these boxes. And you don't got to keep them in the baggies. But I personally, if you take a gun like this sniper weapon that has a magazine, a bipod, and a scope, I mean, that's 4 pieces. I just find it easier to keep it in the Ziploc bag. But guys, I think that's it. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I really do enjoy this product. I love what these guys are doing right now with these weapons. They are so amazing. And the detail looks great. The scale, to me, is what's most awesome about it, is they scale really, really well. I mean, one more time, let me throw this one back in old Snake Eyes grip. All right. Snake Eyes has got one of those weird trigger fingers. It's like it wants to go, but it don't want to go. He's got one of those weird trigger fingers. But yeah, I mean, right there, Snake Eyes. I'm telling you, they just look great. But guys, that's going to do it. If this is your first time to my channel, please make sure and hit that subscribe button and make sure you got notifications turned on. That way you'll know when I drop videos. And always remember, toys and the accessories that they come with or that you can buy aftermarket refresh your soul. And I'll see you next time.